Hello everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps here. My name is Steven. Now, everyone knows Dwayne Johnson, right? Right? Everyone's got to know him, right? He's one of the biggest leading men in Hollywood. You know, part of the Fast and the Furious franchise. You know, so many good, successful movies under his belt, and especially, you know, The Tooth Fairy. and let's not get into that one. But, what some people don't even know, especially the younger ones, is that wrestling fans don't call him Dwayne Johnson. We call him The Rock. One of the most charismatic, one of the most successful wrestlers of all time in the WWE or WWF. Now, he is also nicknamed the People's Champion. Now, that has a lot of baggage, because that means you have to have won championships, right? Well, he happened to have done so. But when you think of The Rock, what do you actually think of him holding in championship form? Do you think of him with the WWE Undisputed Championship that he only held once in 2002? Or do you think of him when he was the 6-time WWF Champion with the WWF Big Eagle Championship back in the Attitude Era? No matter what WWE Championship you guys pretty much remember The Rock holding, what you always have to remember is that there was a championship made for him that he never got to hold. Now, it has been made apparent that the WWE had a belt commissioned for The Rock back in the Attitude Era that he never seemed to have gotten. Of course, it was either lost in the mail or Vince just decided not to use it. And it's been sitting in the WWE warehouse ever since. But now WWE has decided to make a replica version of it. Whether you have a suitcase for it or not, it doesn't even matter, because now fans can finally get a hold of the championship that just never featured on TV. What championship am I exactly talking about here? Well, if you haven't seen the title of this video or the thumbnail itself, the belt I will be looking at and reviewing today is none other than the WWE Championship Brahma Bull replica belt. So let's take a look at this this belt. And here's the replica championship belt. Now obviously these belts do come with a bag, and of course The Rock just happens to have a very nice detailed one. Got your little Brahma Bull there, The Rock Brahma Bull championship replica, and it's got these styles from, you know, back in the day when he had those very expensive Versace, you know, dress shirts and whatnot. But, you know, I do like the thought process put into the bag, so kudos to them. Now, let's look at the championship itself. Now, as you guys can see, this belt is a sight to be seen. I mean, you got these amazing gem placements here, just along the side there. The champion banner is actually not bad of a championship banner. You got the nugget texturing here, which is just one of those things that, I love nugget texturings when it comes to championship belts. Now, obviously, the one default thing is, obviously, this used to say the WWF, World Wrestling Federation. But, of course, it's not WWF anymore. It's called WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. Yay! No, not really. Now, of course, the Brahma Bull is the centerpiece of the main belt. Now, other than that, it's a, you know, very 3D fucking logo. It really takes up a lot of the room of the belt. Now, the paintwork, obviously, I feel like this red should be a little bit brighter, but it's not bad. The side plates, now, if you look at the formation of how these side plates are, they look a little bit similar, right? Well, when this belt was actually being commissioned, this is around the time when The Rock was feuding with Stone Cold, and they were passing off the Smoking Skull belt. Now, this side plate, obviously, is made from one of the Austin side plates, just like there, you know, same one. Of course, it just says, you know, The Rock. It's got the Brahma Bull in there with the lightning rods there, and then, of course, the symbol of greatness. That was just a catchphrase that never stuck. Of course, the same side there, and of course, you got this other side plate where it's got the 4 gems there, and it says just The Rock. I do like the swoosh from the Rock's eyebrow for the T. That's always nice. As for this back here, it's not really filled in. It's kind of a little bit distracting to me because it's like, well, that almost looks like it could have been finished. just never was. Of course, the same thing for this side plate here, and then of course we got the logo plate. Now, I'm not too sure because I haven't seen much photos of this belt, but I do believe this piece here was blackened, but I could be wrong, and as you guys can see, this is a fingerprint magnet. As for the strap itself, I do have to talk about it. I do like this nice little detail with the Brahma bowl, and it says The Rock, and it's just the tooling. It goes all the way around. Now, of course, before I even get to the main part of the strap, you guys can see me high. There is a massive curve. I love that they have curves. But what I really love about this main plate, obviously, or the belt strap itself, is this backing. This is probably one of the most gorgeous backings I've ever seen. It's kind of like a sway backing to it, and it just feels so nice. And it's definitely The Rock. You know, he obviously had something in mind when it comes to these straps, and you know, the fact that they actually got good material to go on the back of it. Like, WWE needs to actually do a lot more of this kind of shit with other belts. I know for a fact that the World Heavyweight Championship had a red croc backing, but those need to be replaced or something. They're absolute shit, and this one I just prefer. It feels nice, it looks nice, and it's perfect. Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly how the plates look underneath this strap. And this is the back of the plates. Now, as you can see, it's not actually all hollowed out. It's just, you know, just the Brahma bowl area. That's all that's been hollowed out. Now, I did notice these additions to the screws areas here, and I've never seen that on a replica before. I believe this is when they started manufacturing the belts with main plates that are curved, and I think maybe this was the idea that they came up with first. I don't know, but you know, like I said, it's not too much of a big deal. Obviously, the side plates, as you can see here, is just, you know, the same as how the belt plates used to look. You know, just similar and whatnot, not too hollowed out. Other than that, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the plates on the back. There's actually not much to say about them. So now this is where I'm going to show you guys how it looks on the shoulders and around the waist. So on the shoulder, I can already tell you, I am not used to a plate that is this small. Obviously, I'm used to the Undisputed Championship and the Big Eagle Championship that I own. So for this belt to be so small and also have a curve in it, it kind of doesn't really sit too comfortably on my shoulder. But I mean, I know a lot of people have different body types, so maybe it fits comfortably around other people. Also, with the backing that this belt has, it kind of does snag your clothes a little bit, and I know for a fact it's a limp for sure. Like, pretty much you gotta clean that off too. Now, when it comes to how these belts look, when it comes to touching the back, this one does a fairly good job, obviously. Go to the other side where there's more side plates, it looks a lot better. You know, you always want to feel that smack on your back, right? If you want it like all the way up there, it's not worth it. Now, how the belt looks around the waist, here we go. I'm a little nervous with this one because I can't do the full turnaround. I can't snap from the front and then go to the back. Now, these snaps did come pretty stiff. Some of them still have to be broken in. So, that's also the other problem with this backing that it has. Catches your shirt and now you gotta adjust. So, this is how the championship looks around the waist. Now, it does look very good, obviously. Fits very nicely. And, you know, for anyone walking into a wrestling event, whenever that happens, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Now, full turnaround. Not bad at all. So, you can get these bad boys on the WWE shop or Wrestling Superstore. I'm pretty sure they have these. They do go for quite a pretty penny, especially if you live in Canada like myself. Now, like I said already, I didn't make this purchase. This is actually my brother's belt. I told him I really wanted to do a review on it, and just, you know, get it out there. I mean, I don't really see that many reviews of this championship on YouTube, and I just wanted to give it a nice little hit. So, what do I personally think of this championship? Well, I'm not a Rock fan, and I know for a fact when I first saw this championship online, I thought it was the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. But in replica form, this has got to be one of the best replicas. And it's come on the shop because of the detail that they did. Everything is so precise. Besides, you know, the fact that it doesn't say the World Wrestling Federation, doesn't have the WWF logo. Everything else, it's magnificent, honestly. Like, it's wonderful. Like, it's a very accurate belt. And I do like how they treated this. You know, they paid a lot of attention to it, and the fact that it has a curve in it, I absolutely love that. So, what do you guys think of this replica? Do you guys actually own a copy of it yourself, or are you guys just gonna pass up on it because it's still one of the ugliest fucking things you've ever seen in your life? Let me know in the comments below. If you do like this video, also hit a thumbs up, and also subscribe for more content. Now, that is it for me. This has been the Ginger Snaps here. My name is Steven, and I will check you guys out later.